the Georgia Peach, the gorgeous herself, the host with the most. Let's get in here with the 33 degrees of knowledge.
The true teaching of Jesus, the Pine Code, and Masonic secrets of the Silver Bullet. Civilizations were struggling to update their calendars and follow the seasons shifted around by Jehoshua's resurrection. But kings and leaders were also dealing with populations that did not want to give up their traditions and old calendars, which is why there were two concurrent calendars going on at the same time all over the world, from Babylon to China, recorded by the Jews and the Bible in Peru and by the Mayans. The Mayans themselves realized their Olmec calendar, which we call the Mayan calendar, became obsolete because it was based on the pre-Jesus Christ resurrection, 360-day moon and solar year. In fact, the Mayans and Aztecs did create a new calendar, precisely measured and calculated to the current 365-day year, constellations, and ecliptic, but was infamously all destroyed and burned by the conquistador, who themselves were Freemasons, aware of the true ecliptic. And when they found out the Mayans not only knew of Jehoshua, because he did what the Catholic Church did without doing what the Catholic Church did, which was fulfill his mission to teach knowledge peacefully, because knowledge is power, and the greatest power is knowing and validating God in you and others, which is not the MO of the Catholic Church. I digress. The Mayans recalibrated the calendars to the new celestial 365-day a year ecliptic better than the Gregorian calendar of today. So they destroyed it and left us as a ruse and dead end, the Mayan calendar, which is why none of the prophecies of that calendar have accurately come to pass. And if a sign age is 2,160 years, and Aquarius does not begin until 2,600, then the difference between those numbers is 440, meaning if Jesus is Pisces, and all of this started happening around the start of the age of Pisces, all of this would have taken place in 440 AD, a far cry from the institutionalized norm being thrown around of 0 to 33 AD, and which coincidentally is the music industry's current standard set at 440. However, if we go back to the astronomical data, we see the true start and length of the sign of Pisces from 654 BC to 2600 CE, an astounding 32 centuries. And when Jehoshua and all of his resurrection really went down, which was actually between the years 743 and 650 pre-JCR, meaning we are separated not by 2,000 years, but by 2,700. Where did those 700 lost years go? And you may be wondering, this must all be written and recorded somewhere. To which the answer is again, a resounding yes. All over the world, every culture, every king and royal astronomer, from every civilization across the world throughout history, records how they had to update their calendars all around the same time, around these dates of 700 to 650 pre-JCR, from 360 days to 365, and with wholly new sun and moon paths. And some kings and royal libraries record how they failed to update their populations, who refused to accept the new calendars or even match their calendars to the heavens. And their solve? Well, this is recorded too. Many just simply scrubbed the slate clean, started at zero, deleting the hundreds of years that would clearly be missing in the annals. Though again, the evidence is still clearly there, but they just simply call these lost epochs of time the Dark Ages and the Middle Ages. And just in 2016, a set of maps have shown us proof that such a worldwide cataclysm event could take place, and indeed it did, because of one geographic land area and civilization called Tartaria. Just like the Arya in Nazaria, the name of the Nazarenes from whom Jehoshua comes means the connection or Naz to the Aryans, who, when facing extreme persecution for their beliefs in the Jesus Christ from the newly formed Constantine Christian religion, and the irony is operative here, the remnants of Jehoshua's school escaped Judea to what later became the Tartarians of Tartaria, changing their name from Naz Arya to Tart Arya, or the Tree of Arya, descending from what is the Proto-Celtic Taras, Proto-Norse Tar for tear, the Proto-Indo-European Teres for root. These different roots form the tree that was the Tartarian Empire, bespeaking its appeal to people from all nations and walks of life. Yet, it was the revelation of their civilization in 2016 through these maps that proves, just recently, the human race experienced a worldwide cataclysm. According to Tartarian, Mayan, and other occulted Masonic texts, records show it was a global mudslide Jehoshua's resurrection caused, which soon, within the next 3 years, another archaeological discovery will corroborate. And this mudslide is what covered all of the old stone monuments all over the world, including the statues of the Moai, the pyramids of Northern and Mesoamerica, just to list a couple. This also explains why all ancient stone monuments were seemingly buried, though not in the slow geological progression of time, but instantaneously and devastatingly. The Catholic Church, or what is called the Catholic Church today, was started by priesthoods who kept and collected these records, finding the world in such disarray and populations seemingly dragged back to caveman times. This Catholic priesthood saw a massive opportunity, and thus was so eager to claim not only the true Jesus Christ teaching for itself, but also all of the old Tartarian architecture it claims are its cathedrals. However, these cathedrals were no cathedrals or places of divine worship, but very elaborate and sophisticated power plants that harnessed EM energy from the invisible ether, just like a Tesla tower, an Egyptian pyramid, or obelisk. If you look for the inventory lists, the manpower needed along with the necessary supplies, and the professionals and means to convey the materials, the budgets to pay the carpenters, or even the thousands of masters already mastered enough to teach the even more thousands upon thousands of apprentices to keep the massive power plant buildings going. These do not exist. down to even the smallest unknown towns. For example, in Mexico, where the people to date clearly show no sign of ever having had such an expertise because they are so mal and undereducated that they clearly could not have built at any point. Not even today, even with modern technology, and especially going back generations, because things get better with time, not worse. These Tartarian cathedrals. Because if this is how smart they are today, imagine how less smart they were back in those days. I would like to preemptively explain that I feel I am justified in saying so, because I myself come from one of these small, little, forgettable, and insignificant towns in Mexico, with a prized, massive stone and marble church for which there is no picture, record, or inventory list explaining its construction. It has simply just always been there. And trust me when I say these people from my town are severely mal and undereducated, because my mother gave her life bringing me to the United States to not be raised in that town. The church continues to this day to be the prized gem of that town. My mother was killed 6 months after we landed in a US murder capital. However, after a state proficiency test rated me gifted and talented, and an interview with NASA in 5th grade, I was educated in one of America's top 5 Catholic schools in one of America's most exclusive zip codes. I went to school with the families who built up Silicon Valley into what it is today. The families who literally created the software and devices you're using to watch this with. Thus, billionaires, many of whom were Catholic, and many of whom taught me some of these true Masonic teachings of the Jesus Christ because they were practicing it. I became an American citizen 3 days after 9/11, and genetically I am 66% European white and 33% Native Mexican indigenous. And the Catholicism practiced by the super elite was this silver bullet pine cone doctrine. In contrast, in Mexico, it's more like a cult. But that's what you get when you filter out all the truth, because all that's left is ignorance. So, while I know the rich to enjoy the truth of the pine cone silver bullet of Jesus Christ for happiness, liberation, and a powerful sense of entitled wealth of consciousness, which is objectively as much a universal birthright for you as it is for them. For the poor, robbed of the self-redemptive truth of the pine cone, it becomes a means of punishment, suffering, and a guilty conscience. On top of that, we are taught to believe these uneducated poor people with the most pitiful schools were capable, with their horses and carriages, of carrying massive blocks of stone for these massive stone and marble constructions based on sacred geometry principles, sound frequencies, and cymatics in these small, forgettable, insignificant towns and villages? Well, if you believe they did, that's adorable. Because the pictures, the inventories, the list of names of the carpenters, it all does not exist, not even for those in France. Because the point is, what is true for my town and the people in it is true for almost all of us everywhere in the world. Because there are so many more people who come from humble beginnings than billionaire ones. And the division is hurting down, I attest to you, as much as the rest of us. Further, the Koinobi texts of the Egyptian priesthood who initiated Jehoshua record how Jehoshua, his people, and all cultures all over the world became so well learned and aware of this secret knowledge and symbols, which combine mathematics, physics, and electrical currents, all residing in the human body, and out in the invisible energy of the cosmos, they clearly were and lived far more advanced than we could ever imagine. This knowledge was even known and practiced by Native Americans, as exemplified in the totem poles, echoing the spinal column and the many animal myths associated with Jesus Christ. Jehoshua is said to have lived in the last days of the working power plant of the Great Pyramid of Giza, which acted like a Tesla tower, emitting energy to the obelisks that dotted the world then, like today, and harnessed just the same by the Catholic cathedrals, which clearly illustrate through their constructions, whose stones act the same as those in the pyramids in harnessing EM energy, to the beautiful interior-exterior engravings, which show their knowledge of cymatics, the visible phenomenon of sound upon vibration and matter, from the iron spike pyramid, cone peak towers to the arches, and sacred geometry placed inner columns, which are all meant to amplify electromagnetic energy harnessed from the field, and which were all part of the world culture of the pyramids. Yes, according to the Masonic texts, the supposed Catholic cathedrals all over the world and the one from my town are all remnants of the pyramid and obelisk cultures too, because in my town, and this is true for all of the countries claimed by the Catholic secret priesthood, there is no pictorial or editorial record of the church being built. They simply put a plaque on it saying, founded in such and such year. Found dead, yes, but not built in such and such year. As if that were not astounding enough, the Masonic texts also make clear that Jehoshua was fighting an enemy that called itself the one and only God. A statement which, for viewers and initiates of this channel, is absurd, as God is all, meaning you and me, and thus there is no one and only one God. God is all is God. And who was this enemy? Recent archaeological discoveries that are themselves pre-recorded in the Masonic texts, but now being corroborated by new finds, are just now being revealed to the rest of humanity, that showcase evidence that Jehoshua was fighting against not one God, but a collective of self-called gods, who were extraterrestrial and not of this planet and wanted to enslave humanity. That we have already been invaded by an alien race and have been fighting them since Jehoshua. Jehoshua discovered the serpent science was the way to free all of us and bringing Earth back to the paradisical domain it is meant to be. Who were these extraterrestrial invaders bringing this Abrahamic Mosaic religion of an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth? They are called the Elohim, by the Sumerians the Anunnaki. And this class of extraterrestrial alien gods were different from the people who practiced the serpent science and wisdom, and who are the true native Terrans, called the Hindu Nagas, the Mexican Nagual, the Sumerian Ningishida, the Egyptian Apophis, the Dogon Leber, the Greek Ophis, the Australian rainbow serpent creator, and the Christian Jesus. These native Terrans were the practitioners of the serpent science, and also called magicians, including the very Nagal, or half-human, half-snake beings of magical powers in the book of Adam and Eve, wherein we see Adam and Eve struggling to accept that they must live in the filthy imprisonment that Elohim Anunnaki put them in. We find Adam and Eve in the book of Adam and Eve, for lack of better words, hating their confines, desiring instead to leave their God, Yahweh, for the half human, half snake cities and towns. Yahweh is himself described in multiple traditions as a reptilian. And it is extremely important to denote that in both religious and Masonic texts, there is a difference between the native Terran serpents and the extraterrestrial Draco reptilians. In Adam and Eve, their Elohim Yahweh slave handlers are clearly draconian reptilians, while the native Terran Nagad were friendly toward Adam and Eve, welcoming them to freely enjoy their riches, food, security, abundance, prosperity, and bliss, telling them it was their birthrights. Sound familiar? It is written in the skies because of Jupiter, the amplifier of situations, soon conjunct Uranus, the harbinger of paradigm shifts, in Aries, the spearheader of a new norm, that by the end of 2024, there will be an archaeological find that will prove and corroborate this true meaning of Jesus Christ, the holy wisdom of the serpent science, effectively, hopefully, ending the tyranny we have known thus far. Even Adam and Eve desired and expressly pled to go join and live with the native Terran serpents. What is more, native Terrans, take out the serpent, is you, is me. Clearly, you and me are the native Terrans, and we were cut off from our true wisdom, symbolized by the serpent. A serpent that unlocks the next step of evolution, from our human egos to our evolved avatars of the one and same God, which you are and I am, via the sacred serpent, and the halo its venom ignites in our pineal gland, our inner pine cone, and miraculous silver bullet. The next occult secrets revealed, we will discover exactly how you can unlock your own germ, or seed of life and blood of Christos, or serpent seed, in your holy grail as the moon traverses the constellational backdrop, depending on your constellational natal lunar sign, not the zodiacal one, but the true astronomical database one. You get 1, 2, 3, sometimes 5 days of lunar visitations, every 29.5 days, during which time your serpent seed is energized. But first, you must activate it, which is again done mentally, using the specific breath meditation outlined earlier in this series. And upon the dates the moon visits your natal lunar sign, which, for your convenience, are outlined for each sign, including weekdays, for the year of 2023 in the next video. And if you were paying close attention, you may have noticed that the moon will be visiting Auriga, a phenomenon so rare that it only occurs every 18 years. And if you watched our video on the moon called The Moon Code, you know this is to be an auspicious number for the moon. Not only is this celestial event so rare and auspicious, but the individuals amongst us who were born with a lunar natal auriga are connected directly to their light, to their aura. This also means that whether you are prepared or not, light, pure light, will be permeating our atmosphere and globe. And as light reveals what is hidden in the dark, there are prophecies that tell of major announcements or revelations from governments that will trigger mass anger and spiritual hysteria starting on October 5th, which, if you are watching this channel, you will be prepared for. So, how does it feel to know the truth? And now that you know, what are you going to do with it for yourself and the world you desire for yourself? Be sure to drop it in the comments and add to the thriving conversation. I read each one and sometimes add my own 2 cents or paragraph to it, because it's your evolution that becomes mine, and I can't do this without you. So be sure to subscribe to join the growing community of learned initiates and truth seekers to, one day, truly make the world a better place.
Hi Capricorn, this is Wendy from Wendy's Tarot. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be asking the cards what awaits for you in love for the week of April 3rd to April 9th, 2023. I'm going to take a look at your energy, Capricorn, and then I'm going to see the energy of your person, whoever it is that you are connecting to and dealing with in love. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Just as a reminder, these are general readings. They might not resonate for everyone, but if it resonates for you, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. Also, I wanted to say if this reading resonates for you, I will put a link below the video in the description box that will take you to the extended reading if you are interested. Keep in mind, roles can be reversed sometimes in these readings, and also my readings are for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So for those of you who know, I am in a different location. It's just for today. My birthday was yesterday, so I decided to stay over my mother's house. I decided to stay the night over at my mom's house. So this is the setup right now, but I am going to return back to my house, where I have my normal table. Okay, just in case you're curious. All right, so let's go. Spirit, angels, and guides, please show me the energy of Capricorn in regards to love for this week. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see. All right, Capricorn, connecting to the energy of Capricorn. Connecting to the energy of Capricorn. What is Capricorn's energy in regards to love for this week? Let's see. All right, here we go. What is Capricorn's energy in regards to love for this week? Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. Wanted to flip out of the deck. What is Capricorn's energy in regards to love for this week? Seven of Swords in reverse to the Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there are roosters also here where my mother lives, so hope you don't mind that noise. So Capricorn, I feel like it does look like you're walking away from some sort of opportunity here. We do have the Ace of Pentacles, which can represent some sort of opportunity for a new beginning of some kind. But with the Seven of Swords in reverse, it looks like you're kind of walking away from it. Almost like you don't trust it. It's almost like you feel like it's too good to be true, or it's something that it's unattainable, or it's unrealistic. Or you just have some sort of fear connected to it. Yeah, and with the Page of Wands in reverse, I feel like you're choosing not to engage with this opportunity. Let's see. Let's see what else. Tell me more about Capricorn's energy in regards to love for this week, Spirit. It's like you're keeping this opportunity at an arm's distance. I'm not sure why, but I'll find out. We have King of Pentacles in reverse to the Lovers, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Again, you are keeping your distance here with the King of Pentacles in reverse. It also looks like you're maintaining silence. There is some sort of connection here with the Lovers in reverse that has been broken. There's a broken connection between you and someone. We do have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So you are thinking about
how you doing, love? I be
the possibility
multitasking.
of returning
Hope
back
all
to
is
this
well.
person, to this relationship, or you're wondering if this person will return back to you and communicate or reach out to you. Tell me more, Spirit. What is Capricorn's energy in regards to love for the week? Tell me more, please. Let's see. Queen of Pentacles upright. Okay. And the Page of Pentacles to the Five of Swords. So this is your divine counterpart here. It could be you as well. We do have King and Queen of Pentacles. We do have the pair, the match, perfect match. For some reason, I actually think this is you as well. I think you are both of these energies. So I do feel like something is not quite working out in the way you would have wanted it to work out with the Five of Swords. I do feel like you're leaving someone behind. You can see in the picture there is this person is leaving someone behind here. And I do feel like it's connected to this opportunity for a new beginning that you don't seem to trust. You don't seem to trust. Let's see what's going on. Let me clarify. I'm going to look at the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords to see what is your feelings towards this new beginning, possible new beginning. What's this Seven of Swords in reverse, Spirit? Why is Capricorn's energy the Seven of Swords in reverse for the week pertaining to love? Seven of Cups in reverse to the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Wands. Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is an energy of you just not trusting it. You don't feel safe. You don't feel like you can be vulnerable in this situation. You feel like you need to protect yourself. You need to protect yourself, and you need to protect your heart and your feelings, your emotions, because you feel it's almost like you look at this as something that's too good to be true. Like, what's the catch? I feel like that's what you're thinking. What's the catch? You know, what's the trick here? You know, there must be something deceptive going on here. It's like you don't want to take your chances because you feel like this is fool's gold. You feel like it's not real, or it's not realistic, or it's not attainable the way it's making it out to seem, the way it's presenting itself to seem, as if it were something attainable, but you feel like it's not. You feel like you're being tricked in some way. Okay. Not sure what that's about, but let's see the Five of Swords. Tell me about the Five of Swords, Spirit. Why is this in Capricorn's energy, the Five of Swords? Tell me about the Five of Swords. right, we have the Fool to the Judgment in reverse to the Ten of Swords. This is you kind of walking away with the Fool card again. Okay, it's like you're choosing not to engage with it or re-engage with it, whatever this is. It does look like you experienced some sort of ending in the past. I don't know if it's regarding this same situation or a different situation, but whatever it might be, I feel like you're in this energy of preferring to play it safe and just kind of keep to yourself with the Fool card. I feel like you're choosing to just keep to yourself and stay in this energy of being independent and single, self-sufficient, and with no strings attached to anything or anyone. So there is like a rejection here coming from you with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you're rejecting this opportunity because again, you don't feel like it's a real opportunity for you. You don't feel like it's an opportunity you can trust fully. I think I'm done here. Yeah. Let's move on to your person now and see what's going on that side. Hopefully this made sense to you and resonated. Again, sorry about any noises that you might be hearing. There's a lot of stuff going on here. There's roosters and there's people talking and there's construction workers. Oh, there's a lot. Somebody is rebuilding a house across the street. The original owners passed away, or the original owner passed away, so the house is being rebuilt. I'm kind of losing my voice. Spirit angels and guides, please show me the energy of the person Capricorn is connecting to and dealing with in love for this week. Thank you, Spirit. Sorry. Let's see. What is the energy of the person Capricorn is connecting to and dealing with in love for this week? All right, let's get one more shuffle and then we're ready to go. All right, here we go. Energy of the person Capricorn is connecting to and dealing with in love for this week. What is their energy in regards to Capricorn and their relationship or connection with Capricorn? First card we have is Queen of Cups in reverse. Could be a water sign that you're dealing with, like Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We also have the Page of Pentacles. Oh, there it is. The Moon in reverse. This Page of Pentacles is coming from this person. This is the one that showed up on your side of the reading, which is where I said that I felt like you were rejecting some sort of offer or some sort of wish coming from this person. Okay. Tell me more, Spirit, about this person's energy. For the week. Hermit in reverse could be a Virgo for some of you. Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. Could be a Libra or a Taurus. Hermit in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Empress. This is someone who definitely wants a relationship with you, but I feel like they're not really expressing themselves here. They're not really speaking up, I feel. Sorry about that noise. It's like they're keeping everything to themselves. All of their feelings and desires, they're keeping it to themselves. Tell me more about this person's energy. Temperance card in reverse could be a Sagittarius, Six of Wands. And the Death card could be a Scorpio. Temperance, Six of Wands, Death in reverse. Yeah, this is someone who doesn't want to lose you. I feel like they do really want to be in this relationship with you or continue being in a relationship with you. But there is a lot of fears and insecurities connected to this person, and I do feel like they're kind of repressing all of their feelings and kind of keeping it all inside. I feel like they're not really giving you much to work with. They're not giving you much feedback. They're not really cooperating, I feel, with you, in the sense that, they're being very closed off. So that might be why you don't trust this person or this, this situation. Because I feel like this person is just not really giving you any sense of security or reassurance. And I feel like they're trying to like attract you with the Empress. I feel like they're trying to attract you towards them. But you're not a mind reader. You're not a mind reader, and I feel like this person might be expecting you to be a mind reader, I want to look at this Page of Pentacles because it did show up on your side of the reading. So let's see. Spirit angels and guides, please show me the energy of this, or clarify the energy of the Page of Pentacles. What is this Page of Pentacles about, Spirit, please? We have the Three of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Nine of Cups. Three of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. Okay. This is a little bit of like a wishy-washy energy. I can see why you're not trusting it. It does look like something very wishy-washy or unreliable. It does look like something unreliable. Yeah, it looks like this is something that this person might be offering you or insinuating to you in some way in regards to, what they want with you or what they want to get from you. But I don't like that it's coming from the Queen of Wands energy, because that makes me feel like this person hasn't really thought about what they actually want. Like they haven't fully analyzed their own self and their own thoughts and feelings. I feel like they're in this kind of impulsive energy or this kind of passionate energy. But it feels a little bit self-serving. That's my issue with the Nine of Cups. It feels like there's a self-serving energy connected to this person. Tell me more about this Nine of Cups energy, Spirit. And actually, tell me about the Three of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. Why is this in this person's energy towards Capricorn? We have Page of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. Okay, you did have this card as well, the Five of Swords. Page of Wands in reverse, Four of Pentacles, Five of Swords. Yeah, there's something like kind of self-serving or kind of selfish in this person's energy. It doesn't look like they've, it looks like they've kind of lost interest in something related to you, and they might be kind of breadcrumbing you or kind of stringing you along. That might be, I feel like that might be their intention here. If they are kind of offering anything to you or proposing anything, it feels like there's not a lot of substance to it. If you know what I mean, you know? Kind of like there's not much substance. Bah.
By our thoughts, feelings, and actions. Now, Three of Swords tells me you may be worried right now, or you may be in a position of feeling out of your comfort zone. Tell me more about that. You got to get out of your comfort zone. That's the thing. You got to get out of your comfort zone. The Hermit in reverse. Some of you guys don't sleep on your talents. Are you sleeping on your talents? Are you ignoring the call that the universe is calling you to do something?
Oh, Lord.
We have the Nine of Cups, making your dreams come true. And then we have the Ace of Cups after that. The Moon in reverse. You got to release this. What are you afraid of? It's like you're afraid of your own desires, or you're afraid of going after it. Some of you guys, you let perfectionism, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, you're allowing perfectionism to get in the way. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles can also be misdirected activity, right? Like you're putting all your focus onto the negatives versus the positives. So this is something that the universe is wanting to address within you. The Magician says you have all the talent, all the skills to accomplish something, to manifest something. You have the resources, at least, okay? Gotta be real with you, Capricorn. It seems like you're not focused. Either you're unfocused or you're not focusing on the right, like you're not focusing on what your intuition is telling you or the wisdom. You're not focusing on the wisdom. You're not focusing on the divine energy that's being sent to you. You're very focused on the struggle. Okay, very focused on what could go wrong. Or some of you guys, with the Five of Wands, maybe you're focused on competition. But the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Five of Wands, this is an energy of being unfocused or focused on the wrong things. And that's creating some sort of block. You got to shut out the hate, Five of Wands, or you got to shut out things that are not serving you, serving your divine purpose, or serving your greatest good here. So for instance, this could just be like people saying things to you that interfere with what you want to do. Or this could be like maybe you think there are other people around you that are competing with you. Don't focus on that. As a matter of fact, like turn your back on that. Don't focus on what anyone else is doing. Just focus on what you're doing and the way you do it. Okay. Anything in regards to money? Well, yeah, your money is changing a positive cycle, or your money is in a positive cycle because of your fast thinking. So it's like you got to be able to act quickly, take initiative and act quickly. When you get like a download or an intuitive hit that you should do something, a lot of the times what separates successful people from unsuccessful people, Capricorn, is the successful people typically they think something, they take action on it. They're not fearing the failure. Does that make sense? They're just acting on it anyway, acting on it intuitively. So that's what's going to get you to success is, you know, pulling the trigger, taking action, executing the plan, okay? Enjoying the energy while it lasts. Some of you guys are going to get energy, and you might only have that energy for a short period of time. Take advantage of the energy that you're feeling in the moment. Don't put it off. That's what's going to lead to more money is what it's telling me. Let's see how people see you. Now, just like typical readings, only take what resonates, okay? Don't try to force. Some messages may fit and some may not. How do people see Capricorn right now? How do people see you, Capricorn? How are people viewing you? People see you as knowledgeable, okay? The Hierophant, like you have a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, almost kind of like a guru, right? Especially if you speak about spiritual things, okay? I feel like there's an admiration. Like people admire you for the knowledge or your wisdom. Okay, so it's like you really, okay, how it's coming to me is like you really look like someone who knows what they're talking about, is how it's coming to me. Thank you guys for liking the video. Let's see. We have the Seven of Swords. People can't get anything past you. Page of Pentacles. So I'm getting two things from this energy. The first thing I'm getting is there are people around you that feel as if they're met with a stop sign with you. Like the people who have tried to get away with things, or the people who you call people out, or it's like your energy, people are affected by your energy when they try to be deceptive or when they try to play you. Like I feel like you're either a natural BS detector, or it's like people don't even try. People know you're not the one to even try to manipulate or try to get away with things from, because you're so wise, or that you can read energy. They may not put that into words that way, but it's like energetically, that's how they feel around you. Okay. Now, the other thing I was getting is people may view you as someone who got cheated on. Okay. They may know that you got cheated on by someone. Why the Page of Pentacles? People see you as someone who found out the truth or will find out the truth. Ten of Cups, the Sun. That you're surprisingly doing really, really well despite the negative things that have happened to you. Like people are in awe of how you have taken deceptive situations or, you know, shitty situations, and it's almost like you've transmuted the energy into something positive for your life. Okay, or you're in the process of doing this. People see you as always seeing the good, whether you do or not. People see you as someone who always you're an optimistic, or you have the ability to point out the good things in life, or, you know, the good things that are ahead. Like you are someone who looks at the brighter side. Okay. There are some people around you that see you as getting cheated on. You know, it's kind of like maybe you were put in a third party. I feel like sometimes people talk about that. I don't think it's like the main topic of discussion, but it's almost like people, I know this is going to sound weird, but it's like people admire you for handling a pretty shitty situation so well. Like people admire you for that. Okay, kind of like maybe you were dealt a bad hand. So when people talk about that, it's almost like they're seeing you as someone who is genuine, or someone who's really taking a bad situation and you know, making a positive change for yourself. Or you have. Okay, we have the 9 of Wands here. So you don't let people see you as someone that doesn't let people in easily. You're so strong to other people, and it's like, it's to the point to where it's, you know, they're wondering, how do I want to say that? There are some people that think you need to rest, or people that think you need to, you may need time for yourself. Okay, because you do come across someone, you have such a great character about you, is what is the main theme of this spread. People see you as someone who is very strong-willed, strong-minded. You don't give up, 9 of Wands. You don't allow deceptive people or shitty situations to prevent you from being happy in the long run. And the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, I'm sorry, 10 of Cups, the Sun. People see you as someone that is always focused on the positives, the positive outcome. And therefore you must have, you know, therefore you have a strong sense of self, a strong character. Okay, 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. I will say this. People do think that you have been what's the word for that? That you have been treated very unfair. Sorry, I had a brain fart, y'all. People see you as someone who has been treated very unfair in life. But it's like you always have this ability to come out stronger. And they see you as someone who's, you really persevered a lot in life, and your skin is thick. Okay? That's why the Hierophant came out first. They just see you as someone who has really been to hell and back, okay, and acquired all this knowledge along the way. Specifically with that 7 of Swords, there may be someone that thought they could get away with something and they couldn't get away with it. So when they think about you or when they see you, they're reminded of the fact that they couldn't get away, or you didn't let them get away with something shady. All right, let's take a look at the singles. Let's pull a card for you singles. What does the universe want the Capricorn singles to know? Keep in mind, guys, I like to switch my readings up. So I'm not sure how long I'll keep those other spreads. You can tell me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, because I do take those into consideration. Okay. Let's see. Universe, what do you want the singles to know? What do you want the singles to know? What do you want the singles to know? Some of you guys feel like you're in like a repetitive situation where you're constantly awaiting a message. Some of you guys feel like, hold on, y'all. Malachite's having a bad dream, I think. Baby, what's honey? You okay? He's like whimpering. He's over there sleeping. Okay, so what I'm getting for you singles is it's like there's something repetitive here with the hammer. The way is treating you, talking with you like you're constantly waiting for their message to arrive. Some of you guys feel like, some of you guys may feel like talking to someone that is like narcissistic, or if it's not, you don't, or if you don't think narcissistic, it's kind of like they have the ability to suck you back in. Be mindful of people keeping you in this constant state of waiting. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Who's coming toward the singles? Just be mindful of that energy. Let's see. Who's coming toward the single Capricorns? Who's coming toward the single Capricorns? Who's coming toward the single Capricorn, please? Someone that's held back. They're held back from you. They juggle or they can't make a decision to save their life. Could be another earth sign. Ace of Cups. This is crazy. So y'all, the person coming towards you, this is a situation where it's like they constantly keep you waiting. And it's almost like they drop little crumbs, or like they get your hopes up and then they make you wait, and then be mindful of that energy. The Two of Pentacles, this person I think they're very busy, like they are. So that could be why they're keeping you waiting. But what I mean by be mindful of people keeping you waiting is it's like people will talk to people they want to talk to. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? I do see a strong sexual attraction coming towards you. Okay, I do see a one-night stand. You know, it depends on you if you want to take it. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting someone who is a one-night stand, or that's what they want. Yeah, death card. Then it ends. Be mindful of people, unless that's what you want, right? I'm getting a very casual situation coming towards you. But what I don't like is the Ace of Cups being here tells me that they get your hopes up. Okay? It's someone coming towards you to get your hopes up only to walk away. Be mindful of a Scorpio, a Pisces, a Virgo. Let's take a look at the new person. Now that's for you singles that don't have any, new people in your life. All right, or someone, you'll know if that message is for you or not. Okay, so if there is a new person right now that has caught your eye, let's take a look at that. How does the new person see Capricorn right now? How do they see you? Turning your back on them? They see you as walking away. They see you as held back. The new person thinks you're holding back from them. How do they feel? How do they feel about Capricorn? They're obsessed. The Devil. So I'm going to say that you're not giving they're obsessed with you, Capricorn. All right. Spirit told me to really let you know. This person is obsessed with your energy. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and say that intuitively I'm picking up on you not giving you're not making something easy for this person. You don't make it easy. You're not easy, right? Oh, Capricorn, they want you so bad. They want to drop that thing, all right? You catch my drift? Okay. So there's definitely a strong sexual attraction here. But they see you turning your back. They want to do, okay, I don't know what exactly happened here. toward Capricorn. I'm getting no one else. Okay, I don't know if you've already had sexual relations with this person or not. Some of you have, some of you have not. If you have, those of you that are in that category, you did something that blew their mind. You absolutely blew their socks off, all right? Now, if you have not had sex with this person, they have built you up so high in their mind. They're obsessing over a fantasy. Okay? They want to live out this fantasy. They definitely have you. They've really built you up in their mind. Okay? In their imagination here. What are their next steps toward Capricorn? To play games, 5 of Swords. To play mind games. They're going to continue playing games with you. Head games. 10 of Pentacles. This is how... So, this person's severely misguided here. You could be dealing with a pickup artist, but this is someone that thinks in order to get what they want, they have to play games. Okay, they don't know any way around it. The Star, but you know, you're their end game. Like, you're what they want. Capricorn, the Star, the 10 of Pentacles, like they see a future with you. The problem is their next steps is to play mind games with you. So just be mindful of that. So you turned your back on it because of it in the past. Like, they've already been doing this. And so you are in the 6 of Swords. You're holding back your energy. Okay. Which has caused them to obsess even more. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes I don't need further clarification. I just do it for shits and giggles. But yeah, you're just held back. You're like, it is what the Hanged Man. You're like, you know what? I'm just going to let it be. It is what it is. I'm not entertaining someone who is constantly trying to mess with my head. And you're making it known somehow because they see you as turning away. They see you. So you're really showing up for yourself here. Because at the end of the day, Capricorn, we teach people how to treat us. We show people what is and is not acceptable. Just know they're going to come right back toward you and do the same song and dance with you that they've been doing. Possible Aquarius, Pisces, Capricorn placements. All right. So let's take a look at the one where there was some type of past incident between you and this person. I'm going to use this deck. Let's see. A lot of waiting. Ooh, this person, okay, someone is selfish. King of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Wands in reverse. Page of Wands. Immature, selfish, okay, greedy is who we're talking about. Person's very materialistic. That's how they're showing up in their reading. They could be very materialistic, or it's like, I'm talking about an unhealthy. We all like materials, right? Let's be real. This person places, they're superficial, is what I'm trying to say. You would see them as someone who lacks direction and they're superficial. A tease for some of y'all. The Page of Wands in this energy can be a tease, is how it's coming to me. So how do they see Capricorn? Jeez, your cards are really speaking. They want to work this out. 3 of Pentacles. For them seeing you as the 3 of Pentacles, like you have all the attractive qualities that they want in another person. Okay, your ability to, like, I'm getting they see you with someone who has common sense too, with the 3 of Pentacles. Like, you have common sense. You work well with others when you're treated. They know that when you're treated well, that you can really create something with that. 3 of Swords. 33 could be significant here. 32, 22, 31, and 21 are some numbers that are popping out here. Did they put you in a third party, Capricorn? Or is there a third party here? Is there someone else here? Either way, the general is they're worried about what's going on in your head. 9 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. They worry about how you perceive the situation. How the situation is what they're worried about here. Like they know they hurt you or that they're hurting you. 3 of Swords, 9 of Swords. They put you in some state of anxiety or y'all, point blank, they know what they did was wrong or what they're doing is wrong. So when they look at you or, when they think about you, they think about how they have created an unnecessary conflict, mental conflict here. Because they think you're in mental conflict about them and about the situation. The Moon for how they feel and the 3 of Cups. We got 333 here. The Moon, the 3 of Cups, the 9 of Wands. So it's like they fear a reunion. They fear your reaction to their return or, to their attempt. I'm getting like they actually have a fear. They actually have anxiety with the Moon. They have anxiety upon returning. Or it's like if you see, some of y'all may see this person on the regular, some of you don't. But those of you that do, it's kind of like they get anxiety before they see you. Is specifically what I was getting. They get, like, if they know they're about to see you, they get anxiety about it. Okay. Now, others of you, because I feel like some of you there's a group of you Capricorns that may still be in some type of environment with this person. Now, those of you that are not, this is just their fear of return, a reunion. 9 of Wands, to me as a reader, when it comes out and with these other cards, can be embarrassment. Like I feel like this person is kind of embarrassed. Like embarrassed by their actions. But the Page of Wands tells me they've always played it off like they weren't, or they always play it off like they're not, but they actually are. What are their next actions? King of Wands. They're going to take action. 2 of Swords, and then they close off again. So the reason why they're closing off and the reason why they keep pushing you away, because I think this is a reoccurring thing, is because they don't want to make a decision between you and the third party, if there's a third party, or they don't want to make an actual decision here. That's why they take action towards you, then push you away. Take action towards you, then push you away, because they don't want to actually make a decision. But they don't want to lose you altogether either. So this is kind of like, it's like they keep you at arm's length here. They keep you, it's an energy of like showing interest, then pushing you away. So here they come to show interest again, Capricorn. But just know they close off again after that. Sorry. I feel like this person doesn't know what they want, guys.
Give us the books.
They stay awake at night thinking about you, is what their hidden truth is. Let's see. Give me one more. They want you so bad,
Living
guys.
in the head rent free.
So, for some of you guys, the reason why they can't make a decision is because there is another person here. There is another person here. And they can't decide who to settle down with. But they also don't want to lose either one of you because both of you bring something for them. I don't know what it is. I will say this. When they're in the stage of pushing you away, or when they're in, when the connection's in the stage of you not showing as much interest as you normally do, or when you seem like you're ignoring them,
Facts.
that's when they want you the most. Is when they feel as if you're unreachable, or when they feel as if you're unattainable. That's when the King of Wands energy starts to kick in. That's when they're like, oh, I gotta have Capricorn. I want Capricorn so bad. So this is someone that just wants what they cannot have. Okay. Now, I'm going to pull an advice card. Intuitively, I feel like you Capricorns are just going to be the permanent one that they cannot have. I truly feel for a lot of you Capricorns, you're going to permanently turn your back on this, and then they're always going to want you because you're always going to be the one that got away that they couldn't decide on, they couldn't make, they couldn't settle down with.
They're lost.
And therefore, you're the one they want. Give me an advice card for Capricorn. Knight of Cups. Follow your heart, follow your dreams, give to things that are giving to you, right? Give your heart to things that are nourishing your heart, right? I will say this, you have a new person coming in anyway that you have not even met yet. High Priestess. Follow your intuitions. Invest in people who invest in you. Okay. We have the High Priestess. Some of y'all have a Pisces coming towards you. But it's just like what I'm getting, what one won't do, someone else
There
will,
you go.
is your advice. What one won't give you, there's someone else who will. I hate saying it like that, but this person is replaceable. Sorry to say it that way. We have Pisces here. A lot of
Oh, y'all
Pisces.
trying to raid me?
Some
Okay,
of you
hold on a
guys would be
second.
surprised that once a new person enters, that you're just not even going to be as hung up on someone as you thought you were. Some of you guys may have been bored, and this person caught your eye at the right time.
All right.
All right.
I turned it off.
Let's do all signs, their sign. All signs, their sign, please. Aries through Pisces. Aries through Pisces. Aries through Pisces. This is if you're dealing
what's
with
going
this sign
on?
in the month of April. All right, if you're dealing with an Aries, they're interested. Tell me more about that. The Aries wants you. Okay, I see the Aries is going to start putting in more effort. If you're dealing with a Taurus, they want to commit.
What's up? What's up? Y'all raided me, huh?
If you're dealing with a Gemini, they're turning their back on this. It is, but they're in their head about it. The Gemini, I'm getting a Gemini, like they're in their head about it.
Okay, I ain't know. I ain't know what a raid was.
Be wary of that, Gemini.
Y'all coming in raiding me,
if you're dealing with a
I
Cancer,
appreciate it. Hello.
They obsessively
Welcome.
watch you from a distance. Okay, the Cancer keeps tabs on you. If you're dealing with a Leo, communication coming in from a Leo, but I do feel like they're a tease. They're not going to give you what they want immediately, but I do see communication coming in. The Virgo is pushing this away, or the Virgo's like, I feel like the Virgo doesn't know if they want commitment or not right now, so they may be kind of pushing you away in the month of April. There's still a desire to have connection with you, though.
When this ends, I'm finna drop something else on here.
If you're communication from a Libra,
this alive here.
I'm actually getting that communication is going to
involve
like
you tarot,
going to the next level.
Fit, y'all go over to subscribe to it. This is a live Capricorn reading.
The Scorpio is losing all hope. Okay, they're not very optimistic that you two will last, or that much will come of this. They're losing hope in the situation. The Sagittarius is bitter towards you. The Sagittarius has feelings, but I think there's a Sagittarius that may have the Sagittarius may be a little salty about this, about the way things are going. The Capricorn's taken action. The Aquarius wants to invest in you. They see you as a good investment, okay? The Pisces wants to ask for your forgiveness. For ghosting you. Did a Pisces ghost you or they withdrew from you? It's telling me they felt really overwhelmed and they want your forgiveness for whatever they did. All right, everyone. Thank you guys so much for liking the video. I really appreciate it. And I will see y'all later. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I might be on here later. I don't know. So if you want to turn your notifications on to get notified for any of the readings, because I'm not sure if I'll be on tonight or what. So anyway.
Welcome, Lifted. Thank you. Welcome me in. Appreciate you. This is the secret teachings of all ages. No, she just ended that. That was a live Capricorn reading. She just ended it. But yeah, I want to go over and subscribe to and check out. She done did several lives today. She did Scorpio, I think Sagittarius, and then she just finished Capricorn. I dropped the link, so if y'all want to go subscribe, go over and subscribe to
The
her.
Secret Teachings of All Ages. An encyclopedic outline of Masonic, Hermetic, Kabbalistic, and Rosicrucian symbolical philosophy, being an interpretation of the secret teachings concealed within the rituals, allegories, and mysteries of all ages. By Manly P. Hall. Narrated by Matthew Schmitz. This book is dedicated to the rational soul of the world. Preface. Numerous volumes have been written as commentaries upon the secret systems of philosophy existing in the ancient world, but the ageless truths of life, like many of the earth's greatest thinkers, have usually been clothed in shabby garments. The present work is an attempt to supply a tome worthy of those seers and sages whose thoughts are the substance of its pages. To bring about this coalescence of beauty and truth has proved most costly, but I believe that the result will produce an effect upon the mind of the reader which will more than justify the expenditure. Work upon the text of this volume was begun the first day of January, 1926, and has continued almost uninterruptedly for over 2 years. The greater part of the research work, however, was carried on prior to the writing of the manuscript. The collection of reference material was begun in 1921, and 3 years later the plans for the book took definite form. For the sake of clarity, all footnotes were eliminated, the various quotations and references to other authors being embodied in the text in their logical order. The bibliography is appended primarily to assist those interested in selecting for future study the most authoritative and important items dealing with philosophy and symbolism. To make readily accessible the abstruse information contained in the book, an elaborate topical cross-index is included. I make no claim for either the infallibility or the originality of any statement herein contained. I have studied the fragmentary writings of the ancients sufficiently to realize that dogmatic utterances concerning their tenets are worse than foolhardy. Traditionalism is the curse of modern philosophy, particularly that of the European schools. While many of the statements contained in this treatise may appear at first wildly fantastic, I have sincerely endeavored to refrain from haphazard metaphysical speculation, presenting the material as far as possible in the spirit rather than the letter of the original authors. By assuming responsibility only for the mistakes which may appear herein, I hope to escape the accusation of plagiarism, which has been directed against nearly every writer on the subject of mystical philosophy. Having no particular ism of my own to promulgate, I have not attempted to twist the original writings to substantiate preconceived notions, nor have I distorted doctrines in any effort to reconcile the irreconcilable differences present in the various systems of religio-philosophic thought. The entire theory of the book is diametrically opposed to the modern method of thinking, for it is concerned with subjects openly ridiculed by the sophists of the 20th century. Its true purpose is to introduce the mind of the reader to a hypothesis of living wholly beyond the pale of materialistic theology, philosophy, or science. The mass of abstruse material between its covers is not susceptible to perfect organization, but so far as possible related topics have been grouped together. Rich
How's
as the
everyone?
English language is in media of
You're
expression,
welcome.
it is curiously lacking in terms suitable to the conveyance of abstract
I believe in
philosophical
growing
premises.
together.
A certain intuitive grasp of the subtler meanings concealed within groups of inadequate words is necessary, therefore, to an understanding of the ancient mystery teachings. Although the majority of the items in the bibliography are in my own library, I wish to acknowledge gratefully the assistance rendered by the public libraries of San Francisco and Los Angeles, the libraries of the Scottish Rite in San
We ain't gonna be
Francisco and Los
going through all
Angeles,
this here.
the libraries of the University of California in Berkeley and Los Angeles, the Mechanics Library in San Francisco, and the Cortona Theosophical Library at Ohio. Nations from the Great One, the Abyss, to 15 pairs, and also laid much emphasis on in common with Parmenides. He declared the universe to be immovable because, occupying all space, there was no place to which it could be moved. He further rejected the theory of a vacuum in space. Zeno of Elea also maintained that a vacuum could not exist. Rejecting the theory of motion, he asserted that there was but one God, who was an eternal, ungenerated being. Like Xenophanes, he conceived deity to be spherical in shape. Leucippus held the universe to consist of two parts, one full and the other a vacuum. From the infinite, a host of minute
Yeah, y'all
fragmentary
drop y'all
bodies
links and
descended
stuff in
into the
there.
vacuum, where, through a continual agitation, they organized themselves into spheres of substance. The great Democritus, to a certain degree, enlarged upon the atomic theory of Leucippus. Democritus declared the principles of all things to be twofold, atoms and vacuums. Both, he asserted, are infinite, atoms in number, vacuum in magnitude. Thus all bodies must be composed of atoms or vacuum. Atoms possessed two properties, form and size, both characterized by infinite variety. The soul, Democritus also conceived to be atomic in structure and subject to dissolution
You're
with the
welcome.
body. The mind, he believed to be composed of spiritual atoms.
How do y'all like this?
Aristotle intimates
this
that
kind of
Democritus
material?
obtained his atomic theory from the Pythagorean doctrine of the monad. Among the Eleatics are also included Protagoras and Anaxarchus. Socrates, 469 to 399 BC, the founder of the Socratic sect, being fundamentally a skeptic, did not force his opinions upon others, but through the medium of questionings caused each man to give expression to his own philosophy. According to Plutarch, Socrates conceived every place as appropriate for reaching, in that the whole world was a school of virtue. He held that the soul existed before the body, and, prior to immersion therein, was endowed with all knowledge, that when the soul entered into the material form, it became stupefied, but that by discourses upon sensible objects, it was caused to reawaken and to recover its original knowledge. On these premises was based his attempt to stimulate the soul power through irony and inductive reasoning. It has been said of Socrates that the sole subject of his philosophy was man. He himself declared philosophy to be the way of true happiness, and its purpose twofold: one, to contemplate God, and two, to abstract the soul from corporeal sense. The principles of all things he conceived to be three in number: God, matter, and ideas. Of God he said, "What he is, I know not, and what he is, not I know." Matter he defined as the subject of generation and corruption, idea as an incorruptible substance, the intellect of God. Wisdom he considered the sum of the virtues. Among the prominent members of the Socratic sect were Xenophon, Aeschines, Crito, Simon, Glauco, Simmias, and Cebes. Professor Zeller, the great authority on ancient philosophies, has recently declared the writings of Xenophon relating to Socrates to be forgeries. When the Clouds of Aristophanes, a comedy written to ridicule the theories of Socrates, was first presented, the great skeptic himself attended the play. During the performance, which caricatured him seated in a basket high in the air, studying the sun, Socrates rose calmly in his seat, the better to enable the Athenian spectators to compare his own unprepossessing features with the grotesque mask worn by the actor impersonating him. The Elean sect was founded by Phaedo of Elis, a youth of noble family who was bought from slavery at the instigation of Socrates, and who became his devoted disciple. Plato so highly admired Phaedo's mentality that he named one of the most famous of his discourses the Phaedo. Phaedo was succeeded in his school by Plisthenes, who in turn was followed by Menedimus. Of the doctrines of the Elean sect, little is known. Menedimus is presumed to have been inclined toward the teachings of Stilpo and the Megarian sect. When Menedimus's opinions were demanded, he answered that he was free, thus intimating that most men were enslaved to their opinions. Menedimus was apparently of a somewhat belligerent temperament, and often returned from his lectures in a badly bruised condition. The most famous of his propositions is stated thus: that which is not the same is different from that with which it is not the same. This point being admitted, Menedimus continued: to benefit is not the same as good, therefore good does not benefit. After the time of Menedimus, the Elean sect became known as the Eretrian. Its exponents denounced all negative propositions and all complex and abstruse theories, declaring that only affirmative and simple doctrines could be true. The Megarian sect was founded by Euclid of Megara, not the celebrated mathematician, a great admirer of Socrates. The Athenians passed a law decreeing death to any citizen of Megara found in the city of Athens. Nothing daunted, Euclid donned women's clothing and went at night to study with Socrates. After the cruel death of their teacher, the disciples of Socrates, fearing a similar fate, fled to Megara, where they were entertained with great honor by Euclid. The Megarian school accepted the Socratic doctrine that virtue is wisdom, adding to it the Eleatic concept that goodness is absolute unity, and all change an illusion of the senses. Euclid maintained that good has no opposite, and therefore evil does not exist. Being asked about the nature of the gods, he declared himself ignorant of their disposition, save that they hated curious persons. The Megarians are occasionally included among the dialectic philosophers. Euclid, who died 374 BC, was succeeded in his school by Eubulides, among whose disciples were Alexinus and Apollonius Cronus. Euphantus, who lived to great age and wrote many tragedies, was among the foremost followers of Eubulides. Diodorus is usually included in the Megarian school, having heard Eubulides' lecture. According to legend, Diodorus died of grief because he could not answer instantly certain questions asked him by Stilpo, at one time master of the Megarian school. Diodorus held that nothing can be moved, since to be moved it must be taken out of the place in which it is and put into the place where it is not, which is impossible because all things must always be in the places where they are. The Cynics were a sect founded by Antisthenes of Athens, 444 to 365 BC, a disciple of Socrates. Their doctrine may be described as an extreme individualism, which considers man as existing for himself alone, and advocates surrounding him by inharmony, suffering, and direst need that may thereby be driven to retire more completely into his own nature. The Cynics renounced all worldly possessions, living in the rudest shelters, and subsisting upon the coarsest and simplest food. On the assumption that the gods wanted nothing, the cynics affirmed that those whose needs were fewest consequently approached closest to the divinities. Being asked what he gained by a life of philosophy, Antisthenes replied that he had learned how to converse with himself. Diogenes of Sinope is remembered chiefly for the tub in the Metroome, which for many years served him as a home. The people of Athens loved the beggar philosopher, and when a youth in jest bored holes in the tub, the city presented Diogenes with a new one and punished the youth. Diogenes believed that nothing in life can be rightly accomplished without exercitation. He maintained that
Hi, Scorpios. Welcome back to I Enigma. This is Enigma. We want to do your singles read. Let's see for April what's coming up for you, what things are going to happen, what are the highlights. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and you want us to resonate. For more personal feature on WhatsApp, Instagram, and email. I do white prayer-based spells as well, and we have more updates on my Instagram, so do check it out, and free horoscopes as well. And yeah, we have crystals, high vibrational intention charge, which is curated by Healing Energies of Love by me, personally by me. Do subscribe. Hi, Scorpios. Welcome back to I Enigma. This is Enigma. We want to do your by Healing Energies of Love by me, personally by me. Do subscribe to this channel as well as my another channel, which is I Enigma Scorpio, to check out all the Scorpio related reads. Okay. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, in Scorpio. Let's see. Do like, share, comment in the end as well. Okay. All right. So what I can see over here, the first thing is that when it comes to you wanting to get married singles, the only limitation is that you do not want to jump into something like unusual. Like you don't want to come out of your comfort zone, or you believe that this is not good, this is not right, so I shouldn't do it. If your heart wants to do something and you feel like just because the society doesn't accept this way, you are losing it. Okay. For some of you, it is someone from the past that you're not able to let go of, and you're still trying to manifest them, or you're still thinking that maybe this past person is the one for you. For some of you, it's like there are past traumas that has caused you so much of hurt that you have become so closed off because of your intensity in doing everything. Okay, whatever you do, you put a lot of intensity into it. So right now you're too guarded. So I feel like some of you, it could be that. But I feel like whatever the control issue is, whatever the limiting problem, limiting belief is, it's time that you have to release this fear, because you cannot judge this two flowers, the same. Okay, two different people the same. So we have different experiences, we have different people, we have different lifestyles, everything is different. So why are we limiting ourselves into thinking that everybody is the same, nothing's gonna happen? Like, why? Okay, so in the end of the day, the outcome is going to be varying, because this is what you want. Okay, what else for the singles out here? Oh, there's someone from the past that you can expect can reach out to you because they still feel that intense attraction towards you. Someone from the past that is not done with you yet is highly interested in you in the form of, like, I feel like they want something that's more like physical or short term, and that is why you left. But this person is not done. Like, they still lust over you. So there's someone from the past that is like lusting over you, missing you, and wants to reconnect, and feels like maybe things can reignite once more. For some of you, it could be like you guys were in a deep relationship and something they did wrong and you did, there were misunderstandings and now they want to reconcile for good. Okay. Give your relationship a chance. There is a possibility that you may end up giving this past person another shot. Now, it all depends upon how this connection was in the past. If you guys were in a good connection, but there were misunderstandings, they're coming back. So there is possibility that you can give them a chance. There's a good, reason to give them a chance. But if it was a situationship and you have been the one that was trying too hard, was too on and off, that means that they found someone else over you. So if they're reaching out, it's just a mere, attraction and it's not going to long anywhere. So if you really want to bring someone back, if you really are thinking of giving someone a second chance, you may need to make that person work and pay for penalty what they did to you. Pay in the sense, not in the form of money, but they have to make up to what they did. Okay, it shouldn't be easy. But I feel like there's someone from the past that is literally obsessing and addicting over you and feels codependent. Like they're not able to feel the same way like they used to feel when you were around. Like they used to feel special, cool, classy, whatever you can call it. This person may have told you that. But I feel like it's time that you free yourself. Even if you want to give a past person a chance, you want to give it a second shot to someone, you still have to walk away. Because if you do not walk away, the energy of want, need, desperation still carries with you. And if you're carrying that energy with you, that might not end up good anywhere, neither with the new or with the past. So right now it's important for you to stop thinking about who's coming, who's not coming. Just have a belief that everybody around you loves you and wants you and is needs you, because you are a person that attracts people, because you are high vibration. Start thinking in that way. It should always be about you when it comes to like complimenting others. You should rather compliment yourself more. So that will make a habit for you to not obsess over other people and giving yourself more importance than other people. So it's time that you're freeing yourself from this obsession that you have been having for a pretty long time. Now I don't see any obsession around this, but I'm definitely seeing when you freed yourself, this person from the past may come back. Now we have high honor. And then we have a false person. I feel like this person that is from the past has been showing you that they want to honor this connection. They want to marry you. You're the main person in their life. But in the end of the day, this could be someone from your workplace. It just didn't happen. And they turned out to be a completely different person. You used to value them, respect them for their words, for their action, for their position. But it was all a lie. So right now you see this person as nothing. And when you've done that, when you started to see yourself more valued, they are feeling bad about what they did and they are feeling so ashamed or embarrassed that they're not able to show you their face. And now this person started respecting you and they can sense that what they lost was something really beyond, their expectations, and they didn't deserve you. Now they see you as with more respect. Now they have more value for you, but they're also at the same time shy and scared and nervous. Like, how do I approach this Scorpio? Because they're so much better than me. And also that their true side these days. So this person is so scared. But they've been watching you. They want to restart. Like they want to rekindle the old flame. Something that I can see here right now. Then we have, I know I was a distraction from your pain. Somehow I feel like when you guys met earlier, it wasn't the right time. It was because they felt initially that you were trying to get rid of something or someone from the past. You were not that interested in them. That's how they felt initially. And they took it, to their ego and started playing games with you. Also, that there was not much interest from their side. So they were like, playing with you, or kind of they saw you as someone that was not giving you 100%. Why would you give your 100% when you have to see this other person's actions first? But they were seeing this as you're trying to like rebound, like they're seeing you as trying to withdraw yourself or like withdrawal symptoms, something like that they saw, and they felt like, okay, maybe you're trying to get rid of someone and that is why you're depending upon this person. And that's what they felt. But you know what? in this energy, when you guys were in contact with each other, they felt like there was something special with you than anybody else. It was something really different with you than anybody else. And they want to know why. Like, why is there a more intense connection and attachment with this Scorpio than anybody else? They've been meeting a lot of people, they've been playing around, they might be a player, whatever you can call it, because this person's not ready to commit. But there was something that they felt like, even though they felt like you were not interested, or they may not have been that interested, but there was something like an attachment here. So that attachment is causing them to miss you, and they feel like they almost love you. Okay, so you might see this person coming with a lot of love, and that might surprise you. 9 of Wands. Okay. So what I can see over here, that see, this is the bottom. What I can see over here, that they want to keep their leg up, and you want to keep your leg up. You both are dominating. You both want to be heard first. And that is the major thing. That is a major clash. If one of you could have just adjusted and acted upon the other person's, commands for once, it would have been like a better connection. But you both have a very strong opinion about things and about yourself, about how the relationship should be. This caused ego clashes. This caused you guys to, compete with each other, compare who's right, who's wrong. And that was the main reason why things just didn't move forward. And I feel like because of this, they know that there was a huge potential, but you guys met at the wrong time as well. Okay, maybe you were coming out of the past love, they were coming out of the past love, so you might not have been that ready. I feel like you were the one that just came out of the past love when you met this person, so you were not giving your 100% because of that. So, but now I feel like you want to, but you're also okay with moving on. But this person now is hurting over no contact. They're hurting that there is no contact, and they miss you. Definitely. And I feel like they're also intimidated AF to come towards you and tell you how they feel, because that will make them look like a coward. That's what they think. And a weak person, especially if this is a masculine. But they've been obsessively thinking about this, like how to manifest the Scorpio back in my life. Like they're trying their best, but they don't want to come towards you on your face. They've been thinking about you a lot, like 24/7, you're on their mind. And they're like, I can't do anything about it. Oh my gosh, I'm so unlucky. So with the 10 of Cups, I feel this person wants marriage, but can't give you marriage. They have been thinking about a long-term like relationship with you. They've been thinking about kids with you. They've been thinking about how things would have been if you were together. You would have been committed and have kids and grow together. There would have been so much of love. They see you as a kind, nurturing, loving, emotional person. So they missed that energy. Maybe they never got it from their family. Maybe they never found such a person that was so loving and so genuine, like not even having any intention of money or stuff like that. So that is missing in their life. And I feel like they think that they don't deserve you, and you deserve someone better. You deserve someone that gives you their whole world, and they for some reason cannot, because they are not on the same page. They showed you that they are at high honor position, but you came to know that this person is just an ordinary person. And that is also one of the reasons why they are not able to come towards you. But now, with the I love you and with the 10 of Cups and Ace of Swords, this person wants you for marriage. Their feelings, please. 2 of Swords. The Chariot. I feel like they're thinking like, what should I do? Should I make a move, or should I stick to my ego? Or this is even going to work out. So this person is hella confused about their actions. Should they stick to their ego, or should they try to work things out? And if they do try to work things out, will you listen to them? So they're so much confused. I feel they also want to stick to their ego. Something like, I feel like this person is ready to cry, ready to stay disappointed all of their life and regret losing you, but they might not right now be ready to lose their, self-importance that they're having, like so-called. I'm seeing a Cancer energy as well. Maybe they are someone that has been worshipped by a lot of people, and with you, it's a different story, and they don't want to lose that reputation that they're having right now. Okay, but they miss you, they regret losing you. King of Pentacles, maybe this is someone that is extremely rich. Yeah, they could be wealthy, but they have a lot of fears of being judged, of losing their position or reputation, that they're going after a person. And they left someone and they begged them to come back. So there are a lot of things that have been running in this person's mind. They're like, I can't do that because I might lose what I have till now. And then in the end of the day, may not even end up with a Scorpio. So this person is so conflicted, let me tell you that. Even though they want to reach out to you, they will not. Let me see if they will reach out. Yeah, they won't, because Ten of Wands is like they want to talk, but they're finding it so hard to reveal their emotions. They are not very clear with what they have to say, and they are ready to take the burden over their shoulder instead of just releasing it by letting you know exactly what's going on in their life. They're so, can't even call them dumb, it's something else. I feel like there are certain expectations that their family, their background, or their status expects from them, or they want to keep up with. And that's like main thing, that they want to release everything and come to you, but it's not possible for them. They might lose what they have. So this person is like sticking to their money, sticking to their so-called position and authority. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, the Magician, the Four of Cups. They feel rejected. I feel like this person is also angry with you. I feel they have a lot of complaints right now. Okay. Magician and the Four of Cups. Please clarify this Magician and the Four of Cups, please. They're trying to have a new beginning without you. They're trying that they can forget you and just start afresh. You will always be on their mind. And this person cannot stop thinking about you. They are trying to manifest you through spells. They may be paying for spells to have you miss them all the time so that you can contact them. And then they can end up being like bossy and all. Initially, like they want to show some attitude. Especially if this is a masculine, they want to show attitude. Even if it's a feminine, they will. Yeah, definitely. They're waiting on you. I feel this person's just not getting over you. They have options, but all they're like focusing on is the cup that they couldn't have. That is you. You're the one with a bigger cup here. And the rest of these are like just time pass for them. So they're so confused, man. This could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. What are your feelings towards this person? Okay. You're just not interested that much, even though you would be so happy if they reached out, but you're like giving up. You're like, okay, whatever. I can definitely distract myself and do something else or focus on someone else or love someone else. It's okay. You are coming out of it. You've come out of it. Most of you have. But you know somewhere deep down that this person wants to talk. You have this energy. I think you're awaiting this person's message. You think that this person wants to message you, but they're not messaging you. And you know that one day you will get this message from this person revealing how they feel. So in a way, you also, I feel like you want to send them a message or you're waiting on a message. But I'm definitely seeing you think that there will be communication happening. There are some hidden emotions still. Oh my gosh, you want to write them a message. You want to tell them a lot of things that you're resisting right now. I feel like you want to say a lot, but you're keeping it to yourself. You're keeping it inside of you. You don't want to tell them. Because you know that you have been right all this while. And if you put your leg down and reach out to them, it would be nothing more than shame. So you don't want to do it. You're so interested in letting them know what they did to you, and you want to just like keep on typing and write or speak like whatever you have suppressed inside of you, but you think they're not ready to listen. But I feel like you have this inner desire of reaching out, but you're controlling yourself. There is passion from your side as well, I feel. Seven of Pentacles. You might have been waiting over this person from ages. I feel like from months or from days or from weeks. And now you're like, you have become more cold, like more easygoing. Like you're not like obsessing over this person at all anymore. You're okay with things not coming into fruition. You're okay with finding someone new in your life. Let's see who is coming in for you. New person. The Sun. So definitely I am seeing that you're moving fast, and while this movement is taking place, you have someone new popping up. Could be a Leo popping up that's going to make you smile. Your light will lit up with this person. I'm definitely seeing you're starting a new beginning with someone else. My gosh. Yeah, I'm not seeing you giving this person much importance, even if they reach out, because you waited so long and now you're done with it. You're releasing all that desire of talking and waiting on them. You just want to move past this and have a new beginning. You're looking for a solid foundation. I feel like you found the one, you'll find the one with whom you'll be the happiest. Nine of Swords. Sometimes you go back and you miss this person like hell and you're not able to deal with it. So you're stuck. Somewhere I feel like you need to do the healing, get some healing or cord cutting done. That will really heal you. But sometimes you go back and forth, and sometimes you have that hidden, suppressed anger that you want to release on this person for what they did. You're still keeping your head strong and trying to work things out by not reacting and by not thinking about it. You're going towards a win-win situation. A Pisces may be coming towards you. It feels more like you are headed towards your goals and there's someone that's just chasing you from behind. Okay, wanting to date you, wanting to, no, I get that now. Seven of Swords. Let me have a few more cards. Okay, the Moon. Guys, you have to be really careful about who you're talking to, because there will be certain people that are very interested in your life, but they might be interested in what you come with instead of what you are as a person, as a soul. So there are certain people that may be very interested in you sexually or other ways, but they might not be the spiritual kind of relationship partners. So you may see some deception, but you are smart enough to, judge or discern who is the one for you. So if you had to compare for now in the month of April, who's better? I would say the past is much better, but you're not going to stick to the past. You're ready to move forward and still date more people, few more people you will be dating. You will have some more people coming in because you look amazing, you look attractive, and you have a lot of people's attention towards you. Capricorn's attention towards you. Might find someone through work, and you may be juggling between options. Right now, I feel like in April, you have a lot of attention of people towards you, and you're just juggling between these options, and that's it. But you're more interested in like focusing on your money, making your own money, having your own name, your company is the one that's going to be yours. And I feel there will be certain moments of um, failures of finding the right person and testing and dating, but you will never go empty handed. It's an experience that will lead you towards your ultimate love, that will go where you go. I feel like you will meet different people that are good in their own ways, but they are not perfect for you. So you have to understand that you have to give that space, and they have to give you that space of, getting to know the person without any pressure of commitment. A Sagittarius coming in, you're right now starting to balance your life, balance yourself. Once you balance your, work and personal life. Let's see one last piece of advice before we close this. Control. See, this is your limiting factor. You're trying to control your desire of wanting to be who you want to be, or going where you want to go, joining what you want to join, doing what you want to do, or like keeping this past energy, still stale energy along with you, or not giving a second shot to the past person, whatever that control issue is. Come out of it. Write it down on paper. What is my control issue? Question, answer. Think about it. Drink water, like light a white candle and sit at a quiet place. Then you can do it before sleep.
Hi Aries, this is Wendy from Wendy's Tarot. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be asking the cards, what awaits for you in love for the week of April 3rd to April 9th, 2023. I'm going to take a look at your energy, Aries, and then I'm going to see the energy of your person, whoever it is that you are connecting to and dealing with in love. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Just as a reminder, these are general readings. They might not resonate for everyone, but if it resonates for you, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. Also, I wanted to say if this reading resonates for you, I will put a link below the video in the description box that will take you to the extended reading if you are interested. Keep in mind, roles can be reversed sometimes in these readings, and also my readings are for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. All right, let's take a look at your energy. Spirit angels and guides, please show me the energy of Aries in regards to love for this week. Thank you, Spirit. Connecting to the zodiac.